From a distance, the Bevill Building on the campus of Wallace State Community College looks like any other college building. It has neatly trimmed landscaping, students shuffling to and from classes, and a clean brown brick facade that matches other buildings on the sprawling campus. But look closer and you'll see those bricks aren't what they're cracked up to be. When it was constructed in 1988, the Bevill Building was the crown jewel of the community college campus in Hanceville. It was built to house the school's popular nursing program and was the tallest building for miles around. The $3.4 million project must have been a source of pride for former Wallace State President James Bailey. But underneath the building's new brick exterior, there was a problem. The college began seeing some troubling signs only 2 decades after the building was completed. Bricks had cracked and shifted, lintels had buckled. Even a 30-pound piece of concrete had fallen from an overhang, the type of damage that could have killed or seriously injured someone if they had been standing below. College officials decided to take action. They hired an engineering firm, Barnett, Jones & Wilson, to examine why the building's exterior looked like it was falling apart. And the engineers discovered that, essentially, it was crumbling. In this report obtained by the Coleman Times, engineers reported design flaws had caused troubling conditions in the building's brick surface. According to the report, no expansion joints were designed or built into the brick facade, and as a result, the structure was failing. The facade was straining under its own weight it was never intended to hold up. Phil Studdard, the college's director of plant operations, showed us some of the damage outside the Bevill Building.
You have cracks, you have stair-step cracks, you have, as I said, the spalding conditions where the face of the brick is actually breaking off of the brick and falling. You also have load that is cast down and causing the lintels where they're secured to be overloaded and shear.
Faced with these serious problems, college officials decided to take steps to protect students and faculty members from being hurt by falling pieces of the building, like this large piece that recently fell onto shrubbery. Walkways were covered by scaffolding and plywood to shield people entering and leaving the building. The entire perimeter was fenced off to keep people from walking into potentially dangerous areas. But that was only part of the fallout. Wallace State now has to find a permanent solution to the problem, and it won't be cheap. Engineers said the best way to fix the problem is to tear down the existing facade, every single brick, and rebuild it correctly with expansion joints that should have been there in the first place. It's a process that will take $3.7 million to complete, the college says, and that's only an estimate. Dr. Vicki Hawsey, the current college president, said because there is water damage behind the bricks, no one knows the extent of repair work that has to be done. While replacing the bricks will cost $2.1 million, remodeling areas that were damaged by water will cost even more. The college has budgeted $1.6 million for repairs on top of the $2.1 million budgeted for refacing the building. But the total cost will depend on how much hidden damage is discovered once the bricks come down. In 1995, Wallace State embarked on an even bigger project than the Bevill Building. Called the Bailey Center, it's currently the tallest building in this part of Alabama. Unfortunately, engineers say it has many of the same design flaws that are causing the Bevill Building's brick structure to fall. While the Bailey Center is newer and thus doesn't pose as much of an emergency as the extensive problems in the Bevill Building, it will still require a very pricey repair. The college expects it to cost $7 million to replace the brick surface. Soon the Bevill Building will have a new facade, one designed to withstand the test of time. When that happens, it will be the end of one story, and if the college tries to recover its costs, the start of another.